So, and by the way, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been over a week since the last time I made a pre-recorded video. Anyways, and nevertheless, in today's video, and I'm referring to specifically a lot of my fellas, mainly my fellas over the age of 25. And I know this may ruffle some feathers, may kind of ruffle some feathers, but I have to come out and tell the God and it's true on behalf of mainly my brothers who are, and what I mean by brothers is I don't mean specifically my black men, but I mean men of all races and nationalities over the age of 25. Whether you may want to hear this or not, and on behalf of my childless, let's not forget my childless men that are over that age range. Whether you want to hear it or not, and if you may be looking for a woman went out kids, someone who may be on the same level as you, chances are you will have a very hard time finding a woman of that caliber, because there are so many women nowadays, especially in my community, who are having kids out of wedlock, and not just having kids out of wedlock, but having multiple kids out of wedlock by multiple men, making it where you will have to most likely, on behalf of my childless men over the age of 25, you will have to most likely take part, especially you may plan on falling deeply in love with that woman and eventually marrying her. You will have to take on the role most likely of being a stepdad to not just her first kid. If her first kid, if for instance she may have 5 different kids by 5 different dudes, not only will you have to take on the role and responsibility of being a stepfather of the first kid who may have a whole different father, but the other 4 kids who may have 4 other problems as well. I mean, not problems, my bad, fathers as well. And it's already a burden that they call the role of being a stepfather to a woman, when I would say 1 kid by 1 man. Although if you may want to be honest, to tell you the God and it's true, for all my fellas over 25 who are childless and may be seeking a woman not by choice, but will prefer a woman with 1 kid, only 1 kid, chances are you are in a world of hurt, because these women nowadays are so promiscuous to the point where so many of them are taking on the role of having more than 1 kid by more than 1 guy, especially in the black community, the black American community. Now, don't get me wrong, there are women of other races who do it, but it seems like in the black American community, more women take pride in having bastard kids by multiple men who they don't have any intention on being with and long-term relationships with. Instead, men who they have kids by due to how they look at having the kids out of wedlock as the ultimate hustle, due to how they feel like they could be able to get more child support by more than 1 man. If you do the math, that's a whole lot of money anytime they may have child support checks coming from multiple guys after having children by multiple guys. Although in the same breath, that just makes the women who do that come off as that much more trashy and low value in the dating market. But that's a whole other video, but for a whole other time. And to be honest, even for my guys that are under 25, chances are, for all my childless guys who are under the age of 25, chances are you will have to most likely date a female, whether you want to voluntarily or not, who may happen to have, in some cases, at least 2 kids. Because I could think back to when I worked at this hospital years ago. some of you who may know about the hospital in Birmingham, UAB, the University of Alabama at Birmingham. I came across this guy who I used to chat with from time to time, this co-worker of mine who was 19 at the time. This was years ago. And it just so happened, he was saying how, because he used to be the type who liked to go from woman to woman. You know, he was more sort of a ladies' man. He even came out and told me all these women always end up having children who he ended up talking with. And that's why I say, even for my guys who are under the age of 25 who may be desiring a woman without kids, chances are you are in for a world of hurt. But specifically my guys who are over 25, because with the more older you get in age, the more harder it will be most likely for all my childish guys over the age of 25 to find a woman without kids. I mean, I know it's hard to accept that reality, but I'm just calling a spade a spade. Anyways, I'm going to end this video because I already have proved my point. Before I end the video, make sure to like, share, comment, and last but not least, subscribe to the channel. And I'm out.